ahead and get started here. Let's start a nice, tall, comfortable seat to any position with the legs, and let's take some neck stretches. So draw your right ear, right shoulder, added pressure onto the head if you prefer. And any movement through the left hand, you can extend out to the side, out to a T, whatever feels good. And just close your eyes and breathe. And then other side. Slowly come back to center. Keep your eyes closed, shoulder rolls up towards the ears, all the way down the back. For 5. Keep your shoulders back, chest expansion. Hands go behind you, knuckles interlaced, and drop your chin down to your chest. Move your knuckles away from your lower back and breathe. Lift your chin up, lift your heart, open mouth, exhale. Slowly come back to center. Release your hands and let's twist to the left. So still moving here. Twist to the left, gaze over your left shoulder. And then twist to your right and gaze over your right shoulder. All right, back up to center, hands to your heart, still moving. Interlace your hands, reach your knuckles overhead, bump your rib cage right, left, lengthen out of your waist. And then slowly come back to center and draw your hands back to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Take 6 more rounds of breath on your own, arriving to your space and just feeling the strength in your body, mentally and physically, and the strength in your breath and in your vibration. It feels good to be moving into your body, clearing your mind. Take a full breath in. And full breath out. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. Make it to tabletop position, all fours, hands and knees. And as you arrive into a tabletop position, take organic movements or cat-cow. So in your organic movement, just feel creative, feel whatever calls into the body. Take 2 more organic movements or cat-cow. Then slowly make it onto your forearms. Drop your forearms down, one and then the other, and extend your legs long to a forearm plank. Now we're only here for 3. Activate your legs, your core, shoulders back, 2. And then last one, Sphinx pose. Drop your knees down, untuck the toes, hips and heart forward. Wiggle your shoulders right over your elbows and draw your elbows back, heart forward. Draw your left shoulder, lift your chin up and breathe. Back to center, another side, right ear, right shoulder. Back to center, all the way down onto your belly. Cobra pose, tent your fingertips out to the side. Inhale, lift up cobra. And exhale, hover down. Hands by your shoulders, tuck your back toes, high plank pose, press up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal into your space, maybe kick one leg up and then the other, just organic movements for 6. Shorten your stance, walk your hands back a little bit. Then bend your right knee a lot and take your right hand to the left shin, calf, or ankle, gaze underneath your left shoulder. Bump your hips a little bit more to your right. Other side. Bend your left knee. Grab your left hand to right shin, calf, or ankle. Scoot your hips a little bit to your left. Continue to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Wiggle your feet front to back, a little bit of weight side to side. And then drop down deeper in ragdoll pose. You can grab opposite elbows here, let your body hang heavy. Take your hands behind the back of your head, elbows out wide. Inhale halfway up, engage your legs, glutes, and back. And exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale halfway up, press the back of the head to your palm. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Elbows out a little bit wider and a little bit up. Exhale, fold, release your hands and walk your big toes together to touch. Tadasana mountain pose with a flat spine, rise up. Hands down to your heart center and down by your side. Close your eyes and pause and breathe. Reconnect back here to your breath. Feel intention in your practice. So every move with strength. Reach your hands high to your sky. Grab your left wrist, bend right. Arrive back up to center, switch out your hands, bend left. Arrive to center, hands to your heart, widen out your feet to the outer edges of your mat or a little bit wider. Come into a squat position and we twist, hands to your thighs, drop your right shoulder and rinse. Back to center and drop your left shoulder, rinse. Back to center, drop your hands down to your ankles. Your knees will press open your thighs and ground to the outer edges of your feet. Downward facing dog, walk your hands forward, walk your feet in hips width distance, and press your thighs back. Take your left toes high, open up your hip. Exhale, low lunge. Stamp your left foot forward and drop your back knee. Untuck your toes, bring your biceps by your ears. Grab your right wrist and bend left. Arrive back up to center, half splits. Hands go down. Readjust your left leg. Draw your right hip forward, left hip back, and just breathe. Walk your hands to your left. Slowly come back to center, low lunge. Inhale, reach your hands high to your sky. This time, eagle on the right. Take your right arm underneath your left. Lift your elbows up and forearms away. Continue to press your forearms away and lean your body a little bit forward. Then reach your hands up high to your sky like a heart lift. Hold for 3. Open mouth exhales if you need to. Lengthen out of the waist. And exhale, low lunge. Lift your back knee up. Move a little bit. Straighten out your left leg. Rock your weight forward, maybe a little side to side. Then exhale, high plank pose. Travel hands down and left foot back. Hold 3. Stay strong 2. And downward facing dog, press your hips up and back. Now take your right toes high, open up your hips. Press into your hands. Open up a little bit more. And low lunge, take your weight forward. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes, reach up high to your sky. And always foundation first. Grab your left wrist, bend right. And back to center, and exhale, half split. Drive to your right heel, readjust your right leg. Low lunge to Anjaneyasana, reach your biceps by your ears. Eagle arms, take your left arm underneath. Lift your elbows up, forearms press away. Take your time and reach up. 3 rounds of breath, open mouth, exhale. Now go to half splits again. Walk your hands over to your right and bump your right hip down. Low lunge, come forward, lift your back knee. Move around your right knee, right hip, right leg. High plank pose. Now we're gonna come all the way down to our belly. Untuck your toes, lift your hands, lift your feet. Exhale, hover hands by your shoulders, tuck your toes. High plank pose on your exhale and downward facing dog. 4 more of those. Inhale, shift forward, all the way down to your belly. Lift up, hover down, high plank pose, downward facing dog. 3 more. Two more. Last one. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Gaze forward, top of your mat, and exhale, hop or step to the top. halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose, bend your knees, biceps by your ears. Hands to your heart center. Prayer twist, left elbow outside of your right thigh. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Hands to your heart center, other side, prayer twist. Chair pose. Airplane your arms. Now we're going to go to balancing, so nice and strong. One leg Tadasana, right leg lift. Two options here. We'll twist, right hand back, left hand can go to the knee, or if you feel nice and open into the hamstrings, you can straighten out your right leg. If the right hip is pushing up a lot, go ahead and drop it down or bend your knee. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. One leg Tadasana. Stay nice and strong, lift up and stabilize. Airplane pose. Travel your foot back and hands back. Reach your hands forward, biceps by your ears. And crescent lunge. Lightly drop your right foot back. Readjust into your lunge. Open up warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach up and reach back. Extended side angle. Stretch and reach all the way overhead. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, low lunge. Hands go down. Let's take a twist. Right hand down, left hand high. Step to the top of your mat. Big toes together to touch. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana chair pose, bend your knees. Hands draw to your heart center. Prayer twist once again. Left elbow outside of your right thigh. If you want to go a little bit lower, you can drop your seat. If you want to go to side crow, feel free to take it. We're here just for 3, so side crows can take longer. For 2. And last one. Chair pose, stay nice and strong. Belly in. Hands to your heart center, prayer twist, other side. Take your time just to drop it a little bit lower or hands down to the ground for side crow. Right here for 3. You can lift your toes for 2. And chair pose, take your time. Airplane your arms. One leg Tadasana, left leg lift. Two variations. You can keep your left knee bent and open up with your left hand back, or capture the outer edge of your foot and extend your left leg long. Once again, if the left hip is still bumping up pretty high, just bend your left knee or drop your left hip down. One leg Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Stabilize. Airplane on your exhale. Curve your left hip down, stay strong through your right glute, and reach your hands forward, biceps by your ears. Lift your hands and foot a little bit higher. Crescent lunge, land lightly, and just readjust here. Open up warrior 2. Reverse triangle. Extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, low lunge. Twist, right hand goes high. Hands go down. High plank pose. All the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, readjust. Reach your hands forward, front of your room. Lift hands and feet and start swimming up and down. Nice and strong to your glutes, lower back, upper back. Take it for 20. Maybe shorter sips of air. Almost done here for 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hands by your shoulders, press back. Hips towards the heels, and just breathe. Shift your weight forward, tabletop position. Push-ups, you can take this onto your knees or a high plank pose, thumbs to the outer edges of your mat. We'll go nice and quick, halfway down and up. Shift your weight forward, halfway down, press, halfway down, press. Feel your exhale as you rise up. Keep going strong here, 10. Halfway there, 5, 4, 3, 2, an embryo pose. Shift your weight back and take your hands back towards your heels. Drop your head. Take tabletop position. Downward facing dog, press your hips up and back. Take your left toes high, open up your hips. Left knee to the right tricep, bring it in and crunch. Left toes go high, left to left, same to same. Left toes go high, and exhale, low lunge. Crescent with airplane arms, take your hands right back behind you. Reach your hands forward, biceps by your ears. Warrior 2, open up. Reverse triangle, reach up and reach back. Extended side angle, reach all the way overhead. Reverse warrior, take your left hand high. And exhale, low lunge, hands go down. Left toes go back, high plank pose. Then go mountain climbers nice and slow. Right to left to right, 20. Halfway there, 10. Hold high plank pose. Breathe, 5. Downward facing dog. Right toes go high. Knee to your left, crunch in and forward. Right toes go high. Right to right. Right toes go high. Low lunge. Airplane your arms. Reach your hands forward, biceps by your ears. Warrior two, open up. Reverse triangle. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior. Low lunge. We'll speed it up just a little bit. High plank pose. Mountain climbers right, left for 20. Go a little bit faster. Stay strong, 10. High plank pose and breathe, 5. Downward facing dog, press your hips up and back. Let's come down to our knees and all the way down to our back for a little bit of core. Hug your knees in. Take your hands behind the back of your head, elbows out wide. Bicycle crunch, nice and slow. Take it right, left, right, left. Now, as you keep going here, notice how your right foot and left foot hover forward and the strength as you drive your knees back in. Lift your belly in and up and lift your shoulders a little bit higher. And 4, we'll speed it up just a little bit. 3, 2, and speed it up right, left. Now you're still hovering your heels just as how they were at when you were going a little bit slower. Lift your belly in and press your lower back down. And lift your shoulders a little bit higher. In 4, we'll slow it down in 3, 2, and 1. Slow down, right, center, left, center, right, left. Now this time, straighten both legs, keep going here. You've got it, 4 more. And your choice to go fast with straight legs or bent knees in 3, 2, and 1. Straight legs or bent knees, your choice. Know that you can mix it up and switch halfway straight, halfway bent. Just keep going here, 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in. Take your feet to plant, hips at distance. Hands go behind the back of your head once again. Lift belly in and up. Let's tap to the left heel. 10, center, 9. Last 3, 2, and pulse towards the heel. 10. Take it back to center. Lift up crunch. 10. To the right side, lift up Reach right, center, right. Stay at the reach and pulse, 10. Come back to center, drop your head and your hands down by your side. You can wiggle your wrist closer towards your glutes and take your knees in line with your hips. Point your toes here and work the lower belly. Tap your toes forward and down. Take your time, drive your knees in. If you want to lift your tailbone, feel free as you crunch in. Just use your lower belly here. Last 3. Just 2. Last 1. Now we make it into a bridge pose. So hands stay where they are, feet hip to distance, lift your hips up and just breathe. You can invite a chest expansion if you like. Release your hands, keep your hips lifted. We'll begin to get a little bit more strength based here. Begin to pulse up through the hips, 10. Keep your hips lifted and hold, 5. Engage your glutes, 4. Lift a little bit higher, 3. Energetically squeeze the thighs, 2. And hover your hips down, exhale, lift, 10. Drop your hips all the way down. Bring your heels together to touch, feet slightly separate like a V. Lift your hips up once again. Pulse up, 10. Keep your hips lifted. Take your knees to draw out and in, out and in, 20. Halfway there, go a little bit higher. Keep driving in, 10. Keep your lift, squeeze in. Hover your glutes down, exhale, lift, 10. Drop your hips all the way down, parallel the feet. Let your back naturally rise. Walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat and knock your knees together. Gently spill your pelvic floor forward and just relax your lower back here. Take your knees hips width distance. Hands go behind the back of your head once again. Lower belly in and up, lower back down. Regular crunches, 10. Stay lifted up high, pulse, 20. Halfway there, 10. Stay lifted, grab behind the back of your thighs, rock and roll up to a seat, and then a tabletop position. As you arrive into a tabletop position, let's move the hips, hover your right hip or right knee, and open up the hip in any direction. So avoid any popping or discomfort. You can take a small circle, whatever feels good, and then rotate in the opposite direction. And then other side. Opposite direction. Tabletop position, come down to your forearms. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Let's take the right leg all the way up to the sky. Engage, lift a little bit higher. You're gonna come halfway down and big exhale up. Halfway down, lift up. Ten more. Draw your knee in, switch it out for the other side. Left toes go high, lift a little bit higher. Hover down halfway. On the exhale, lift up, pulse. Halfway there, 10. Drop your knees down, straighten out your arms, and take your arms to the outer edges of your mat. These push-ups will go halfway down, pulse, pulse, and up. So inhale halfway down, pulse, pulse, and press up. Halfway down, pulse, pulse, and press. So it's great if you want to stay onto your knees, or if you would like to come to a high plank pose, feel free to take it there. And keep going here for 10. And as you pulse, really encourage your body to go halfway down and really feel the exhale as you burst up. Almost done here. Know that if you go high plank pose, you'll go a little bit slower. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands forward to a tabletop position and flip the wrist so we get a quick wrist stretch. Take your time and draw your hips back. Let's get into some squats. Take your hands down. You can either take downward facing dog and hop up, or step to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, grab your heavy set of weights, and come all the way up to standing. Take your feet out wide. Hands draw to your heart center. Come down and up, 20. So you could go a little bit faster here. Really find the burst up. Ten. Now go all the way down and halfway up. Down Halfway up, 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to stand. Feet hips width distance, catch your breath. Chair pose, airplane your arms. Hands go right back behind you, then right in for triceps. Exhale, press back. Catch your breath here. Crown of the head is forward. Last 6. Last 1, arrive up to standing. Feet stay hips width distance. Narrow squat with the weights down. Weights to your shoulders, and then press all the way overhead. Inhale, weights down. Pause, weight at your shoulders, and big burst up. Take it for 10. Just 4 more. Last one here. Keep your arms overhead. Step your right leg back, goal post your arms, and exhale, press up. Ten more. Last one, hands to your heart center, step your feet wide, all the way down, all the way up. Take your time, all the way down, and exhale all the way up. Six more. All the way down, halfway up. Six more. All the way up. Take your feet and hips at distance. Bend your knees to chair pose. Weight to your hips, out to a V, and wrap in, out, and in. Catch your breath. Last 6. Last one, hands to your heart center. Take your feet narrow once again. We'll just move the feet. So your heels are gonna stamp down, toes out, toes in, out and in. Now, every time that you traction out, traction your thighs back, and you may need a little bit of a wider stance. Try to go a little bit lower. And more here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet out to the outer edges of your mat. Toes point out, heels in. Drop it down lower, traction your thighs back, traction back 10, 9, and pulse up and down, 10, straighten out your legs, walk your feet in hips with distance, step your left leg back, reach your hands overhead, goal post your arms. On the inhale, drop your elbows down. On the exhale, lift all the way overhead. Inhale down and exhale lift. Last 6. Hands draw to your heart center. Feet hip width distance. Deadlift, grab your heavy set of weights. Micro bend your knees. Shift your weight forward like a halfway lift. Use your legs, your glutes, shoulders, come all the way back up. Inhale down, engage glutes, back, shoulders. Six more. Great job. Stay lifted here. Feet stay hip width distance. We'll work a little bit more into the arms. Take narrow rows to wide rows. Arms in front of you, chair position. Where narrow rows, draw back. Wide rows, draw arms wide. 6 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Hands to your heart center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Tap your right toes forward. Micro bend your left knee. You're going to half circle to the back and forward. Back and forward. So if you would like to lean a little bit forward, feel free. Engage your right glute as you extend back and stay balanced through your left foot. We're here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay on your left foot and draw your right foot back. You're going to kick out to the side and forward, out to the side and back. 6, 'Last one. Stamp your feet hips width distance. Other side, shift your weight to your right foot. Step this side up, left toes forward, and then all the way back, engage, forward and back. Try to tap your big toes in line with each other, so avoid going too short or too far ahead. Just go straight towards the big toes are aligned and back. 6 more. And keep your left foot back. Take your time, kick out to the side and forward, out to the side and back. 6, 'Take your feet hips width distance. Take that side out. Micro bend your knees. Travel your weights down. Tabletop position, all fours, hands and knees. Back to a variation of push-up. Let's take narrow this time. Chaturanga push-up. Either high plank pose or on your knees. Shift your weight forward, halfway down. Straighten out your arms. We're here for 10. Last 2. Last 1. Press your hips back, just breathe. Shift your weight forward, working with the glutes, tabletop position, and take one weight behind your right knee. Flex your foot. Know that you can do this onto your forearms if wrists are feeling a little tension. Take your knee up in line with your hip, cross over and lift, cross and lift. 6 more. Drop your right knee, release your weight, and come down to your forearms. Extend your right leg at a diagonal. Take your time and create a circle. Any rotation for 10. Circle opposite rotation. Now either stay onto the forearms or arrive back up to a tabletop position. We stay with the right leg. Bend your right knee, extend and bend, extend and bend. Just 10. Arrive onto your tabletop position if you're not already, and circle through the right knee. Just a wide hip circle. Opposite rotation. And then same variations, other side. Weight goes behind your left knee. Take your left knee and line with your hip. When you're ready, cross over and press or lift. Last 6. And drop your knee down. Get your weight. Come down to your forearms once again. Extend your left leg long at a diagonal. Square your hip and circle through your left side. Circle in your opposite rotation. Keep your left glute nice and lifted. Either stay in a tabletop or rise up to a tabletop or stay on your forearm. Extend your left leg long, bend your left knee as you exhale. Extend, bend. Just 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's circle it out. Circle opposite rotation. So we're going to end class at a seat. If you need to take Shavasana, feel free to take it. Otherwise, let's arrive onto either our shins or cross leg position. Still stretching it out just a little bit here. Keep your left palm down, reach your right hand overhead, find your stretch. And other side, right palm down, left arm overhead and reach. Back to center, gaze over your left shoulder and twist. Gaze over your right shoulder and twist. Now arrive just onto your glutes with your feet forward and your legs extended in front of you. Reach your arms overhead. When you're ready, fold. slowly lift up. Take your right knee over your left, seated twist, find length, and then hug in your right knee, drop your right feet down and gaze over your right shoulder. Other side, switch out your legs. Tabletop position, reverse tabletop. Feet in front of you, hands behind you. When you're ready, lift up. And then drop down to a seat. A cross-legged position, or again, onto your shins. Take your palms down, close your eyes, wiggle into your space until you're ready for a seated meditation. In a seated meditation, we'll just begin to breathe. So find stillness and exhale out all your air. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Longer, inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Longer, inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Longer, inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. Inhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale. You're on your own for 8 more rounds of breath. Go to the pace that feels most natural, most comfortable for you. Throughout your day, continue to avoid any distractions, discomfort, or stress. Remember this number, remember this count, and remember to breathe. Feel open, create space, and stay positive. Draw your hands to your heart center. Feel the strength in your body. Centered in your heart. And calm in your mind. Draw your heart to mind, thumbs to your third eye. Bow to each other's practice. Namaste. Thanks, yogis, for joining. As always, if you have any questions, feedback, always let me know.